Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome back to our English subject class 7. Today once again we continue with our chapter number 4, tenses. Before we have seen simple present tense and present continuous tense. Simple present tense, we have learned that we can use simple present tense for habits or things that happen again and again. We can also use this tense to talk about general truths. We can also use it for things which stay the same for a long time. And for the future action also we can use simple present tense. But this is the part of a timetable, the official timetable or the timetable which is made by some authority. For that we can use simple present tense. The next present continuous tense. Present continuous tense mainly we can use for an action which is happening now, or the action which is happening for a limited period of time but it's not happening just at the moment. Even we can use present continuous tense for the future arrangement, but for the future personal arrangement. So for this all we can use simple present tense and present continuous tense. Today we'll move for another tenses. So today we'll see part 2. In this today we'll see simple past tense and present perfect tense. So students, in our first video only I have said that past tense we can use when the action completely over. So look at here. The simple past tense is used to talk about events or actions that took place at a definite time in the past. Means the action already finished in the past, which started in the past and completed in the past. For that we have to use simple past tense. Now look at some sentences. Rahim phoned me yesterday. Now look at phoned is a past form of phone. Yesterday showing past tense. We watched a video last night. Last night showing us that it's a past tense. Watched is a past form of watch. I bought this camera in Japan. Means the person is now in another country. The person is now in another place, not in Japan. So that's why it's a past tense. I bought this camera in Japan. Bought is a past form of buy. So when the action took place in the past and finished also in past. The action completed in the past. For that we have to use simple past tense. The simple past tense is often used to tell a story. Yes, it's a very useful tense for story. When we tell a story, when we write a story, that time almost we are using simple past tense. Now look at here some sentence related simple past. Did you come by train or by bus? Now look at here, did. We have learned in simple present tense do and does in question. In interrogative question, interrogative sentence, we have to use do or does. And with do does, we have to use main verb. Here also when you use did, you have to use main verb of that verb. Did you come by train or bus? So here you have to use in a question sentence did And with these you have to use base form of verb. I came by bus. So students, here in interrogative sentence you will use did in simple past tense, and with did you have to use base form of verb. Now look at present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to talk about events or actions that took place in the past but have a connection to the present time. Means the action took place, started or happened in the past, but still some connections there in the present. Would you like some juice? No thanks, I have just drunk tea. Now look at here. I've just drunk tea. Now this just word you can see that it's happened before 5 minutes ago, before 10 minutes ago. It took place in the past, before 5 minutes, before 10 minutes. But the connection is there that now she don't want to drink anything. I've just drunk tea. So that's why I don't want to drink juice. I've just eaten. I've just drank, etc. So remember, in present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, what is the formula of present perfect tense? That you have to use has or have plus past participle form of verb. Past participle form means word number 3. Verb 1 means base verb. Verb 2 means past. Here you have to use verb 2. Past form of verb. Here verb 3 means past participle form of verb. So in present perfect tense, this is the formula by writing sentence. Now, has you have to use when you use he, she and it. So with this he, she and it you have to use has. With I, we, you and they you have to use have. So in present perfect tense you have to remember these have or has plus past participle form of the verb you have to use. Now look at here. The form of the simple past is the same for all persons. Yes, all person means if there is he, she, it, you, we, they, whatever is there, your verbs end with ed. But some verb only there which is different, which is irregular verb. However, some verbs have irregular forms like speak, so spoke. That time you will not write speaked. That time ed will not come, spoke. Verb 1, speak. Verb 2, spoke. And verb 3, spoken. A list of irregular verbs, speak, spoke, spoken, is given in the appendix. We use the present perfect tense to talk about the present result of a past action. We have already seen that something, some events, some actions which took place in the past, but some connection of that event or actions you can see in the present time. So for that we have to use present perfect tense. Mary hasn't eaten any bread. The bread is still on the table. Means on the table in the past only some bread kept. But Mary has not eaten any bread. Mr. Verma has gone to Delhi. Now he isn't here. Has gone. The action took place in the past. We have cleaned the flat. The flat is clean now. In the past, someone cleaned, and the effect is there that still the flat cleaned. So we have cleaned the flat. I bought a scooter. Now I needn't use buses. I bought in the past, and in the present also I'm using that scooter. So for that I bought a scooter. The action which took place in the past, but some effects still we can feel in the present. Now another use of present perfect tense. Something that happened only a short time ago with the adverb just. We have seen in a previous that I just drunk tea. Just means before 5 minutes, before 10 minutes. He has just gone out. Gone is the past form of past participle form of go. The clock has just struck 10. So, when the action which started in the past still affects in the present. For that you have to use present perfect tense. Now we'll see another use of present perfect tense. An action that happened during a period of time that is not yet finished. With today, this week, this month, and so on. The action that happened during a period of time, but that is not finished yet. Look at here, my sister has arrived today. Has arrived. The action happened, and while speaking, the action yet not finished. Today she arrived and she is at our home. I've seen Robert this week. I have seen Robert this week. So, the action which not finished yet, this month, this week, today, when this type of word will come, that time you have to use present perfect tense. Something that began in the past and has continued up to the present. And that time this word will come, since for. This word showing that it's continue to the present. I've lived here since 1996. Means 1996 we started living here and still we are here only. I've known him for 5 years. She has been ill since Monday. So when the action started in the past and continued in the present, for that we have to use present perfect tense. Another use of present perfect tense. The action that happened at some indefinite past time with adverbs at any time up to now, like already, before, never, ever, yet, just, etc. I already finished my work. Have you ever seen a panda? So when this type of word, if you remember this type of word, then also it's easy for you to identify the action. That the action which just happened in the past time. Already, before, never, ever, yet. So that time you have to remember that we have to use here present perfect tense. So students, present perfect tense you have to use when some action completed before short time ago. Or you can say that is a present result of a past action. The action that happened during a period of time and yet not finished. Even the action which began in the past and has continued up to the present. That time we have to use since or for these phrases. And sometimes the action happened at some indefinite past time. Already, before, never, ever, yet. This type of adverb that time you have to use in your sentences. I hope students that it's clear to you. Simple past tense is very easy, that the action which is completed in the past time. For that, in a simple sentence you have to use past form of verb, and in an interrogative sentence you have to use did. With the did you have to use base form of verb. That's it. Now look at here, which common errors mostly we are doing. I have seen him a few minutes ago. A few minutes ago, the action over. Now look at here, we saw him a few minutes ago. So here, simple past, not present perfect. I bought this CD yesterday. If yesterday is there, means it's a simple past tense, not present perfect tense. So here, I bought this CD yesterday. It's the correct one. Now look at this exercise. Change the following into negative and interrogative sentence. One has been done for you. Here, one sentence is already written. The train left. The train didn't leave. Did the train leave? This all sentence you have to turn into negative and into interrogative. Now look at she fell ill. Now fell. Fell is a past form of fall. So here she fell ill. Fall is a base form, main form of fell. So by turning into negative sentence, you will use she didn't fall ill. She didn't fall ill. So in interrogative, did will come first. Did she fall ill? And question mark. She made the cakes. Made is a past form of make. She made the cakes. By turning into negative, she didn't make the cake. Make the cake. Then in interrogative, did will come first. Did she? After you have to take subject. Did she make main base form of verb the cakes and question mark. The phone rang. Ring is a main form of verb. Ring. The phone rang. Rang is a past form of verb. The phone did not ring. And here, did the phone ring? So what you have to remember, student, that by turning into negative and interrogative sentence, you have to turn this verb into first base form, or you can say in the main form of verb. Then you have to use did in the negative sentence as well as in the interrogative sentence. So students, I hope that you are very clear about it. Now the another sentence is try to do it yourself. Now we'll move to another exercise. Complete these sentences using the present perfect form of the verbs given in the box. Now present perfect form. First you must know that with I, we, you and they, you have to use have. With he, she and it, you have to use has. Has. Now with have and has, we have to use past participle form. Means verb number 3. Now here you have to use these according to your subject. And according to you have to use have or has and past participle form of these base verb. Look at number 1. I dashed the dinner myself. Doesn't it taste nice? I dash. Now I is here. So with I you have to use have. Now which is correct for this? Which is suitable? Cook. So you have to put ed with this. Cooked. Cook, cooked and cooked. Cook is the base form, cooked is the past form of verb and cooked once again past participle form. So here you have to remember these 3 verbs, verb 1, 2 and verb 3. Base form of verb, past form of verb and past participle form of verb. These 3 verbs you have to learn proper. Satish dashed the television. It is okay now. Satish is the name of boy, means he. So with the he, you have to use has. Satish has. Repaired. Ed with repaired. You have to put ed. Satish has repaired the television. It is okay now. Oh, we dashed the bus. Shall we take a taxi? We first. So with we, you have to use have. Oh, we dash missed. Ed. We have missed the bus. Shall we take a taxi? The internet dash part of everyday life. Internet, for internet, what we have used? It. So with it, you have to use has. Dash part of everyday life. Now, what we'll use? Become. Here we write become only because become is a main verb, became is a past form of verb and become once again past participle form of verb. Become, became, become. The same in a come also. Come, came, come. So students, you have to learn these 3 verbs. Verb 1, verb 2 and verb 3. Root verb, base verb, past form of verb and past participle form of verb. Now look at number 5. It dash raining. Let's go out now. It. With it we have to use has. It has dash raining. Stopped. Double P. Stopped. Now look at here number 9. Mr. and Mrs. James aren't at home. They. With they have. They have. Now go. Go, went and gone. They have gone to Delhi. Go is a base form of verb. Went is a past form of verb. And gone is a past participle form of verb. Now students, these 4 blank try to do yourself. And if you have still any doubts, you can write in the comment box. Now we'll move to the last exercise related simple past and present perfect tense. Complete the sentences with the simple past or present perfect form of the verbs given in the brackets. Now you have to identify according to sentence that whether it is a simple past form sentence or present perfect form sentence. Now look at number 1. I dash my homework at 7:30. Now look at here, 7:30 means is a particular time. I finished my work. 7:30 is given perfect time. So that's why it's a simple past tense. So here finished will come. She dashed me so far, not phone. Here not particular time given, but she dashed me so far means in the past also, and the effect in the present means in present also. She did not phone me, call me. So here which tense will come? Present perfect. So here she, so has, and phoned, you have to put ed with the phoned. Now look at number 5. I dashed Ramesh just 5 minutes ago, just. Now you can understand easily that it's a present perfect tense. I have seen, see, saw and seen. So here seen will come. He dashed very busy yesterday. Now yesterday given, so definitely is a simple past tense. Now be. Be means to be form of verb. What is it to be form of verb? Am is are. Now you have to write in past form. So was and were. Now here he is there. So what will come? Was. He was. If there is we, so we were. So remember students, to be form. To be form is am is are. Now you have to write in simple past form. So was, were. So students, I hope that it's clear to you. Now try to do another blank yourself. It's very easy. Try to understand it. You can easily identify that the sentence is in a simple past tense or present perfect tense. In the next video, we'll see more tenses. So students, do it well. Try to understand it well and just write your doubts in the comment box. I'll solve these in the next video. Take care all. We'll meet soon.